TGR.
Hey guys, it's your boy Waka 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 Onyx, and we got the one and only. It's Rudy. Guys, we live in a world with friggin' Ginger,
With my cat.
the cat, TG cat, just doing whatever the hell she wants. We live in a world post the Game Awards,
Yes.
2019. We live in a world where we got some crazy stuff, and we also were very, very disappointed.
Very much so.
So this podcast, the special short edition of a podcast, probably the last one that we actually do this year. Or probably,
I don't know.
Maybe
Who
we'll see. I
knows?
guess.
Who knows?
We are just going to cover two main topics. We're going to talk about the Xbox Series X announcement from the Game Awards, which was kind of wild and came out of nowhere. Sorry for anybody using headphones. I clear my throat because whatever.
Because my cat's here.
Yeah, and we're also going to talk about the Game Awards and discuss kind of the fallout of that event.
Yeah.
You know, because it was really negative, and I'm really disappointed in us, including myself. That was
Yeah.
negative too, but we'll get to it.
If you were in Discord, you would realize
You know
why.
exactly what we're talking about. If you're not on Discord, join the club, man.
Links in the description below.
Yeah, it's a fun little community we got going on. People get mad over gacha. People get mad over music. It's great. Actually, no,
I love
nobody
it.
gets mad over
Nobody
music.
gets mad over music. We all love
and
music.
it's all good conversation too. Even though people get heated, the passion
We're passionate about this stuff.
It's nice.
We're passionate about our games, man.
We are.
It's not a bad thing.
And speaking of passion for games, Passion was a song from Kingdom Hearts 2, which was published by Squaresoft. Squaresoft also created Final Fantasy, and guess what turned 10 years old just recently? Final Fantasy 13.
One of the best intro songs ever. Blinded by Light.
Dude, that battle theme? So I just want to take a moment. Final Fantasy 13 is very divisive, but I personally loved it. Rudy was like indifferent.
Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent about it because, like, to me, it was one of those things that it felt like a dungeon crawler, and I think I played 12. Yeah, I think
you played 12.
No, like I think like chronologically speaking, like I played 12
Yeah.
before I played 13.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like me like when I did 8, 9, and then went back to
7,
then 10, and then went back to
Yeah,
7.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah, I think 12 was the last one that I played, and when you have like this open world where you can pretty much do whatever you want,
Right,
and then
right.
you're like,
Yeah, they
like-
definitely did it very linear for sure.
Yeah, for
And
sure,
And
for sure.
I totally get the criticisms, but I still enjoyed it. Like even
enjoyed it for what it
before
was.
the game came out, I remember I was very like, no, I don't think it's gonna be good because I saw the criticisms online,
yeah.
and you and Sean were like, nah, dude, don't worry, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
great.
gonna be fine.
And then it finally came out, and I loved my experience. And these guys were like, oh, it's so bad, linear.
It could have been better.
It really could have
and
been,
it
but-
doesn't, like, to me the end game was much better than like the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
And-
I guess I had more patience back then because I was totally fine with, a 20 to 30 tutorial until I got to that, unlocking of the paradigms and like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I
mean, back then you had like a little kid, so it's understandable.
I know. Yeah.
But no, I will say that I did like get super like teary-eyed when the music starts at the intro, like at the title screen.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
came
man.
on, and I was like,
it's
finally here.
Yeah, Final Fantasy next gen
Like, next
HD.
gen,
Like,
yes,
that was
yes.
crazy, man.
So
So,
freaking- like-
happy 10th anniversary, man. Like,
You're old.
it's 10 years. You're a 10-year-old, dude. Congratulations, Lightning.
Hopefully, lightning returns.
Anyway, moving on. So let's talk about this Xbox, man.
Dude, I'm
Xbox
stoked.
Series X.
I am stoked, and here's why.
Tell me why.
Because Phil Spencer is like, man, this generation could have gone a lot better. And it's funny because at the beginning of the generation, they had the weaker console. They had, such disdain by the public in general
Yeah.
because of the whole DRM that they were trying to put into place.
Yeah. Always online.
Always online,
checking.
always checking, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, it feels like I'm starting to like get really hyped for them.
Yeah.
Like they're buying all of these devs, the developer studios, to go ahead and line themselves up with exclusives, good exclusives.
Right.
I mean, look at Hellblade. Like,
Yeah.
But as far as like a console, like I remember when we were talking about that, about having the NVMe hard drives in there, and like how much faster.
That's gonna be insanely quick.
That is like
guys, if you
insane.
don't know how fast this stuff is, it's fast.
Like really fast,
ridiculous.
And if they're using, because they're using AMD's new chips, it should support PCIe Gen 4.0, which allows for, I think, oh man, I forgot. I want to say that it's like 4 times the amount of speed. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it's like like the transfer rates are like around 5,000 gigabits, if I remember correctly. But to put it into perspective, you have your hard drive disk, which is, you know, it's slow. Then you have your SSDs, and those are pretty fast. Everybody knows about SSDs.
As soon as I got into an SSD, I was like, how did I even do this with before? Like, without it.
Exactly. And a PCIe Gen 3.0, not even 4.0, is, I believe, 3 to 5 times faster than a regular SSD.
I can't even imagine that.
So, like, all that stuff, like, that's why when they were showing, when PS4 was like, oh, look at Spider-Man, look at how fast this loads. I'm man, that's really fast. Like, that could be NVMe 2.0, like, fast.
Yeah.
So, if it's an M.2 drive, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how fast this thing is gonna go. And
look at this guy over here.
I know, I'm geeking out.
Look at this guy.
But the form factor, if you watched our reaction to it, you would, like, I immediately said, look, it's a small form factor. And when I said that, I meant in a PC
like a
scape.
PC, yeah.
Because when you're talking about, you know, like behind the camera is like my humongous freaking Fantex thing that you saw when I built my computer.
Yeah.
That's a PC. When you look at an Xbox, that's like a small form factor PC.
Tiny.
I'm talking about a mini ITX motherboard that's like the size of like
probably
this,
smaller than that, honestly.
This, maybe smaller, longer. It could be a custom build. I don't know. But it gets me stoked because it looks like they're finally learning from the Xbox and Xbox 360. Yeah. They're taking cooling into account.
Major consideration.
Major consideration. Like I'm all right. You talk, because I can just keep on talking. I'm really excited about it, guys.
We're excited for the Xbox. I'm also excited. I'm also excited. So, but what I wanted to talk about in particular, you know, one thing I want to talk about is the announcement.
Yeah.
Right. Microsoft was like,
nonchalant.
hey guys, you know, yeah. Like, how did that discussion go with the shareholders, guys? You know, I know we could do it at E3, or we could do it at our own presentation. We could do a special, you know, direct style, focus on the next gen.
Yeah.
But they were like, nope, it's going to be a surprise at the Game Awards.
Right.
A lot of eyes are going to be here. I mean, how many millions were watching? I think like 1 million, I think was the highest number.
Something like that.
Something like that. I forget. It was pretty high, or close to
it was
a million.
like high hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
during the stream that Geoff was like, oh.
Exactly. Yeah, we're like at 900,000 something, I think it was on Twitch alone. I don't know.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was huge. It was huge. So it makes sense that they would want to do it there, but they just came out of nowhere. Like, that was such a good friggin' reveal.
I know.
That showed confidence.
Yeah.
In Microsoft's part.
Yep.
But not the boasty confidence. It's not
we
did
smug
our
Sony.
research. It's not smug Sony. This ain't no $599.99
With Ridge Racer
crabs, enemy crabs. This is we learned our lesson. We looked at the numbers. We looked at what people wanted from a console, and we delivered. We feel very confident in our product.
Yeah.
Right. And earlier today, I found a Digital Foundry article where they talked about some specs, right? And this is just this is like verbatim. This is like the tiniest of little things. So if you want to read the article, it'll be in the description somewhere.
We'll have a link.
Yeah, but it essentially states that, you know, they are targeting 12 teraflops for the new one, which that's essentially they're trying to double the performance of the Xbox One X and the original Xbox One.
Correct.
And they were saying that with the new architecture of the GPU, just with the 9 to 10 teraflops that they have would be enough to double.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. So they're targeting 3 more teraflops. Crazy performance, man. Crazy performance.
It just the one thing that I'm concerned about with that is pricing.
Yeah.
Which is up in the air. There's no.
Yeah. I really hope $500 would be the max.
They have $499.
I think that seems
that's like
realistic,
a very
especially because they are essentially trying to make it the most powerful. But this is the other thing. When you think about the PlayStation 5, and this isn't a PS5 podcast, but when you think about the comparisons with what Sony has stated and what their numbers that they're talking about, you know, or like in terms of performance, I wouldn't expect a big difference between the two.
No.
I mean, maybe for now, maybe during the mid-generation transition, because we're gonna get those. It's just It's inevitable.
I feel like not to cut you off, but like I feel like
Jerk.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
the consoles are these two consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox X
Series X
or Series X,
I
whatever,
forget what it's called.
is going to be the closest to PCs
That they've ever been.
that they've ever been. I mean,
Absolutely.
consoles at their heart are a computer.
Yeah. Before this generation we're in now,
yeah,
the Cell was a really weird system.
which still holds up compared to some of Intel's recent offerings.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts, but
The Cell was powerful.
yeah.
What was before the Cell? I forget when PS2 had the emotion chip.
Yep. The
You know,
E.
yeah, like they've had different unique things that kept them console. Like that's why it's hard to emulate them on modern PCs. But the Xbox 360 and then of course the Xbox One and now the Series
That was
X.
the first x86 processor.
The
or
360.
architect- Yeah.
I think x86 was actually the Xbox One.
The Xbox One.
I think the 360 was still whatever came before that.
Okay.
But like with this generation, yeah, they're essentially consoles. They have custom APUs essentially inside these machines.
Well, kind of. But yeah.
Are they? Are there like AMD APUs in there?
Well, I no, because I think they have custom GPUs
Yeah.
built in. I think so. That's the whole thing.
I thought
could
that
be
started.
wrong.
I thought it
If-
started with the mid generation, the Pro and the Xbox One X. I thought that's what it did. I
Oh,
think,
no, you're right.
Think,
Yeah.
I think if I'm wrong, just
let us
call
know
me
in the
out, dude.
comments.
But
Yeah.
I think the PS4 and the Xbox One, when they first came out, they were supposed to be custom APUs. But again, you're probably
I could
don't
be
remember.
wrong.
I don't
I could be
remember.
wrong.
I just don't remember. It's been 6 years.
Dude, there's been world.
It's been a while.
No, because we're just like looking at. I'm looking forward. That's all I'm doing.
Next year's gonna be really awesome. And what I was gonna say about the PS5 was, don't expect a big difference of a big gap in power between the
no,
Series X and the PS5. They're gonna be like at most a 5% difference.
It's just like the Xbox One X or Xbox One,
One versus the PS4 at launch.
At launch, like
Yeah.
the difference was like
like
a little bit of
10%
RAM,
maybe.
a little bit of
Well,
RAM.
you say a little bit, but it made a big difference because
Well,
back
yeah.
then the PS4 had 8 gigs, and I think it was just 8 gigs period.
No, it was it was the clocking that made like the biggest difference. I
Right.
remember.
But you remember like the Xbox One, they took 3 gigs from the 8 solely for the system.
Yep.
So like because they were so big on like the watching TV and
Yep.
having the different
Having the
things
integration.
happening. Right. So they actually limited developers to only use 5 gigs. I think eventually they did something to maybe break that limiter. I don't know if it was a patch or something.
They probably went ahead and like reduced the amount that their OS took.
Yeah, because for them to say like, guys, you can only have 5 gigs of RAM, which is still a huge jump from the previous generation
Which
of
was like-
512 megabytes. How the hell did we do that?
I don't know. I like booted up my PS3 the other day to play Rock Band, and I was like, how did we do this?
It takes like 10 minutes to play a game.
Seriously. The load
Oh,
times were horrible.
downloads were awful.
Horrible.
Awful.
But like, no, if they go into this generation learning from that
Yeah.
and like making their OS nice, light, and fit.
Oh man. Dude, learn from the Switch. The Switch is like the most bare bones console ever, but that thing is zippy.
Yeah.
You press the thing and it's boom, screenshot, boom, you're done. Like PS4 Pro, it takes a bit for me to get a screenshot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Switch is like, oh, I'm done. That's it.
Let's go.
Nanosecond. We're
Yeah.
done. Cool. Learn from that. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. The Switch is different, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
But in that, and I also wanted to touch on the future of Game Pass, man. Game Pass is a huge plus. That's a huge pro
Yes.
to the Xbox like family.
Yeah.
You know, if they keep it up, like we're on PC already. They
Yeah.
got us on PC. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep. It's $5 right now. Even at 10, I probably will keep it because it's like
It's the
why
Netflix of games,
not?
dude.
Yeah,
And if you get games day one, like Ori and the Will of the Wisp,
that'll pay my
Gear
that'll pay my
5.
toll. Yeah,
like,
Halo, the Master Chief Collection on PC. I got Reach, and I'm
yeah.
gonna get the other game after that.
why not?
Yeah. So
My
if they
friend Pedro.
I know you're gonna play that
I'm
so bad,
stoked.
dude.
It's gonna be so cool.
So like, if they keep that up, that's a really, really good incentive. We're already like we were impressed by the hardware.
Yeah.
But now with this like offering, it's like okay, now I'm even more interested.
Yep.
In the console, you know, I'm still like in my heart, I'm still, you know, I'm so probably gonna lean to PlayStation simply because of the exclusives that PlayStation has. But I like we said earlier, cannot be you can't pass off like what Microsoft is doing by buying up these studios because now they actually are building up a really good first party
Dude, I'm
install base.
stoked.
Yeah, it will
I'm
take a little bit
stoked.
of time though because I did read somebody, an ex-employee or something, said that essentially for Microsoft Studios to be first party in the same vein as Sony's first party, it takes them. It's gonna take them a while.
Well, yeah, I'm sure
Because
that those
Sony
studios,
like Naughty Dog has money.
Yeah.
You know, like they're what is it? Sony Japan, whatever their studio's called, Japan Studios. They have money. Like it's gonna take a bit for Microsoft to get to that point where all their new first party acquisitions.
yeah.
But Microsoft also has money, so
Yeah, I mean, I think Bill Gates has some money.
it's a little bit. It's a little bit.
I don't know. I feel like he's got
Windows
some,
or something. I don't know.
I don't know. They have the largest install base in the world, so I don't know. It is what it is.
But yeah, tell us what do you guys think about the Xbox Series X? I keep wanting to call it Xbox One X, but
Yeah, the Series X. There's gonna be more than one.
yeah, they should be smart and make a cheaper digital only.
Yeah.
Like
Entry
maybe
level.
Even, yeah, I wonder how they'll do that. That'll be interesting.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know where it was, but I could have sworn that I saw that Phil Spencer was looking at the idea of the Series X and being like, all right, we still want to support Xbox One X. Like, they're looking at it at a PC spectrum where, like, you can go ahead and you can buy, like, an AMD Radeon 570 GPU, or you could go out and buy an NVIDIA 2080 Ti.
Right.
And, you'd still be able to run the same game. It's just some are going to look like crap and some are going to look amazing.
Right.
So throughout the series of consoles, I don't know if this is going to be a thing or not, but my assumption is that there's going to be the One X, there's going to be the Project Scarlet. I don't know if the Series X is going to be called just the Series X, but there's that, and then there's going to be another console that would be kind of like that in between, where
Like,
it's like
yeah,
you have the
okay.
One X, which is it's last gen and everything like that, but it can still run
It can
some of the
still
games,
run, yeah,
some of the
okay.
games that are
I see what
there.
you're saying.
And then there's this, which is like this end all be all high end. This is the best of the best of the best of the best. It's $499, and then if you don't want that, you can go ahead and go for this $399 or $349,
Maybe even cheaper. Yeah.
version that's cheaper. I don't know. I'm speculating
We
at
don't
this
know
point.
yet. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
speculating
but-
at this point,
yeah.
but I think that it's something that may be a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't know. From a business sense, everything that we've seen this generation with the mid-gen update,
Yeah.
who knows?
I guess only time will tell.
Only time will tell. E3 better come fast.
I know. 6 months from now, geez, but
Insane, man.
Anyway,
Insane.
And the last topic of our very, very short podcast today, just let's talk about a little bit about the post TGA discussion. Right? We were all very hyped. If you look at our Discord, oh my God, the day of the Game Awards. Like, we kept asking how many hours until, and in between each of those questions of how many hours until the Game Awards start, it was just like, what do you expect from Smash? What do you expect to be revealed? Breath of the Wild 2? This and that. Like, we had so much expectations from Nintendo.
Yeah.
In particular. Yeah, we wanted to see what other, developers were going to show, but specifically Nintendo.
Right.
Damn, we wanted to see Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're not Nintendo fanboys at all. No. Like my PS4 Pro's there. I got a PS3, PS1, two PS2s. Like, they're there.
PC.
And a PC
With Game Pass. Hey,
with Game Pass. I like Halo. But no, I had expectations simply because of what they did the previous year.
I know.
And I feel like I didn't even talk about this with you or on Discord or anything like that, but I feel like this might be them prepping up for the Switch Pro.
Pro, yeah.
Like
that
them saying, and I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but them saying, okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna launch the Pro. Look at all these new titles. And look at how good they look.
Yeah.
Alongside with the new Smash DLC fighter and Metroid Prime 4 and everything else that's out there. Pikmin 4, a new Paper Mario,
Stop.
Super Mario RPG remake. Let's go.
Oh, okay, now you're insane. Now
I
you're
know
actually
that's
crazy.
insane, but it would tie in with like a Geno release.
That's very
like,
true.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, promote the
Cross
Square
promotion.
Enix co-developed Mario RPG.
But yeah, that's just me. Like, I look at stuff like that and I'm just like, I wanted the best from Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, we got Bravely Default too, because
Dude,
if you
and
notice,
that is hype.
Yeah. It
Hype.
is.
Like,
I'm very
that was
excited.
me.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, go play it. If you have not played Bravely Default, freaking play it. And for those that don't know, Bravely Default and Bravely Second, that is essentially Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X2. So to give you an idea, so Bravely Default 2 is essentially what would be Final
But it's
Fantasy
just-
12.
Yeah, or
Like,
yeah,
or
it's
11.
the next game.
It's the next game. New
yeah.
stories, new characters, and everything. Probably similar gameplay mechanics.
I would imagine, yeah,
Yeah.
because they have the Brave system, right? Because you like,
so cool.
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So-
I could just like go through battles so fast.
it's so cool. It's just such a unique idea.
I love it.
Octopath took an idea from that too. Remember, like building up
Yeah.
the attacks, but like boosting them essentially.
Yeah.
With the BP.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, definitely like. And did you notice that like the big stuff was at the beginning of the conference?
Yeah, it was so kind of like front heavy.
It was. And
Like,
I think
very
that's
front-heavy.
on point because they probably expected people to be tuned into the beginning and maybe like zone out near the end. So maybe that's why they did it that way. I
We
don't
were
know.
we were there the entire
the
time.
entire time, man. But
So disappointing.
you know, we were
It just
disappointed.
ended on a really horrible note, and I think that's the biggest
They
thing.
should have started with Fast and the Furious, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
They really should have.
It's a licensed game.
If that's what Joff thought was like a big hitter, why not put that at the beginning?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and I'm sure more than one person tells you like what's gonna be in there and what the.
Imagine if they ended like on Hellblade 2.
With
Like
the
Phil
Xbox.
Spencer's like, hey, by the way, I have a very special friend here, blah blah blah. Here's Phil Spencer.
You mean Jeff says that?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
it was Phil Spencer.
Oh
so-
yeah, if Jeff
If,
says
if
that.
Phil comes out and he's like, let me talk about me real quick, 'cause I'm a
Yeah,
special
he's
friend.
like, I'm a special friend to myself. no, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he goes ahead and he
Yeah.
comes out and like he's just like, there's a
Here you
lot
go.
of things that I want to talk about
Yeah.
and all this and that and about gaming in the community and whatnot. But let's check this out.
And then boom,
As
Xbox Series
nonchalant
X.
as he was,
He was so chill. He was just
He
like,
was
hey,
just
guys.
like, "Hey, guys."
hey guys.
I'm a gamer just like you.
Gotta love Phil,
and I've
man.
been playing the new Xbox for a couple of days. I tweeted about it. It's
know,
cool.
so cool.
Blah blah blah. And then bam. And then Hellblade after that, like that would have been a perfect ending.
That really would have been. That really would have been. So, yeah, but I mean, we were all disappointed from the lack of Nintendo.
We
showing
overhyped
their stuff.
ourselves.
We sure did,
Dude,
And-
go into our Discord and look back.
yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, it's okay. It's okay to be disappointed, and it's not okay to harass people. like,
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Like, Joff even had to like tweet, say, like, guys, it's not up to me to rush us up, and I can't definitely not force Nintendo. So
No one can force Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nintendo is Nintendo.
dude,
They do their own
has
thing.
been a huge elephant doing whatever the hell they want. As
Yeah.
Kyle Bossman used to say, they're just like, dude, they do what they want. I'm Nintendo. Hey guys, next gen HD, it's okay. We like they do whatever the hell they want.
Oh my god, you're so right.
That the Kyle Bossman's analogy, I don't know where it is, but he did an analogy of them being like a big pink elephant doing whatever the hell they want. Perfect.
It is perfect.
Perfect analogy.
They just do what they want, man.
Yeah. So I loved Reggie's speech.
Dude.
Him being there was great.
Like eyes on him, 100%. I I have so
Reggie's
much
an
respect
awesome
to that
ambassador. Like, we need
Seriously.
to look out for the future. We are gonna react to the 2004 E3 Nintendo conference where he was first revealed. Man, Nintendo, man, Reggie. Oh, I really respect the guy. I really do. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, talk about that. I think the Game Awards were still, the pacing is a little off.
Oh, yeah,
I still think they need to
100%.
work on the pacing, and I think they need to space out those awesome announcements better. And they need to
Yeah.
take it, like, I just don't know why they didn't take into consideration that Fast and the Furious, I'm sorry to say, it's not a top of a list for gamers. Yes, Vin Diesel is a gamer. Yes, Michelle Rodriguez, I believe, is also a gamer. And they're cool as hell people. Outside of who they are, they're weird. Vin Diesel's a weird dude. And Michelle Rodriguez, she's a cool kid. A kid. What am I saying? She's a cool cat, is what I wanted to say. But I'm sorry, we don't care about Fast and the Furious like that. Even though I can appreciate the movies to an extent. They're stupid and dumb, but they're fun.
You're gonna
But that's
piss off
not what
a
I
bunch
come
of
to the
people.
Game Awards for, huh?
Nothing. You're gonna piss. They're stupid and dumb. They have. No,
but they
no,
are.
you're right.
No,
Never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You cannot
Oh, God.
watch the last couple of movies
Oh,
and say
God.
they're not stupid and dumb. They are, but they're fun.
Oh,
that
God.
sometimes is okay. Anyway,
It's like
guys.
a Michael Bay film.
Exactly. That's really. I mean, you're whatever.
That's literally all it is. So.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you thought about this very, very short podcast in the comments below. If you agree with what I said about the Game Awards, then let me know. If you hate me in my face, then just tell me too.
I hate your face. I love yours, buddy.
Yeah. TG cat.
TG
Anyway,
cat.
guys, we're out of here. We're going to be streaming now, so I know this is coming from the future in the past. That's weird. Anyway,
This is your link to the past.
that's not what we're streaming. Anyway, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Dude.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more and stay up to date, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join our Discord.
If you want to support the channel, please check out our Patreon or hit the join button below. As always, thanks for your support and thanks for watching.